From Meadville, Pennsylvania for Game 2 of the Rust Belt League season, the Meadville Mustangs take on the 3D Barons in a doubleheader here at Garby Yard. Hello everyone, Luke Burgess here with you for our second game. The Mustangs last night fall 10-9 in an offensive showdown in East Butler, and today they return home. So 2 quick games in succession and time to recover quickly and get ready to go once again, and that's exactly what we have today. So we'll get through our lineups real quick, just a few minutes away from first pitch, starting with the Barons. Leading off, number 18, the designated hitter, Tyler Kammerer. In left field, number 22, Robert Herr. Shane Caddo's at third base, batting third, number 27. Joey Fazone is at first base, number 19. At shortstop, number 10, Jay Quahirlo. The extra hitter, number 21, Josh Reed. Catching behind the plate, number 17, Nick Vital. In right field, number 7, Caleb Gorchicki. In center field, Frank DeLuca rounds off the lineup. For Meadville, in center field, number 12, Jordan Suvak. Daniel Luco is in left field, making his debut today after having the day off yesterday. Kenny Laverich had a great game yesterday, shortstop for today's game, batting third. Brandon Butler is at second base. Mason Bevan had that towering home run drive in the ninth inning, is at first base. Brian Feldman in right field, number 7. John Sharp, extra hitter yesterday. Today he catches, he's behind the plate. Cole Grabble fills in as the extra hitter today, batting in the 8-hole. And Braden Marcellus at third base rounds off the order. So just a few minutes away from first pitch here. And real quick, we'll give you the dimensions. Yesterday we had a little bit of a weird field size, I think, really, to put it lightly. A super high wall out in center field, and only 365 all the way out to the wall. Here it's a little bit more standard, 390 to center, 320 down the lines, and in left and right center field, 365. So both teams getting ready here. The umpires and managers have exchanged lineup cards, and we'll get underway in just a few moments. Walker Cunningham takes the mound today for the Mustangs, and they will be taking the field first as the home team, and then Ryan Gibbons will man the bump for the Barons. So just a real quick recap of yesterday's game. As we already said, offensive showdown, 10-9 was the final score, and at one point the Mustangs led that game 6-2, gave up that lead as they got into their bullpen after Zach Wilson pitched 4 innings, only giving up 2 runs in the process. He did walk 6, but we move along into the game, and as the bullpen arms start to come in, the game started to get a little bit out of hand runs-wise. So all the way back to 6-5. Mustangs score again, get a 7-5 lead, but then the game tied up at 8 late on, and in fact a 9-8 lead at one point taken by the East Butler Bulldogs, rather. And then Mason Bevan hits a solo home run in the top of the 9th to draw it even, and it was tied up at 9-9. Or the Mustangs took a 9-8 lead, rather, after an RBI. And then going into the bottom of the 9th, Ty Hopkins on the mound gave up 2 runs. So the Mustangs fall in their opening game of the season, but they get right back at it today, and a chance to turn that losing record into a winning record in games 2 and 3. Walker Cunningham now taking the mound and throwing some of those warm-up pitches before we get underway, and it'll be Tyler Kammerer, the designated hitter, to lead it off today in Meadville. We'll be back for first pitch in just a few moments here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Back in Meadville, and we are ready to get going. Kimmerer, the designated hitter, steps into the box, and the first pitch from Cunningham is a breaking pitch on the outside corner, called for strike one, and we are underway in Game 2 of the Mustangs season. Tall right-handed pitcher Walker Cunningham delivers the 0-1. Fastball up high, called for a ball, count is even at 1-1. So the Barons dropped their opening game as well last night, 10-2 the final in that one. They were also in the Butler area. So today we come up north. 1-1 pitch is popped up, and the infield drifting back is the second baseman. That's Butler, and he'll make the catch. A little bit of an awkward move there, but gets the first out regardless, and 1 up, 1 down for Cunningham as Robert Herr comes to the plate. Herr in left field today, so the first fielder that we get to the plate in Game 2, and only the second game in history for the Meadville Mustangs. Played their inaugural game last night, now looking for that first win. 1 out in the inning. The first pitch from Cunningham is delivered up high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1, so evens the count up. Gets it to 1-1, 1 out in the top of the first, just underway here in Meadville at Garby Yard. Cunningham winds and delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball up high. Gets him to hack at it. So Zach Wilson in for 4 innings last night as the starter. And today the Mustangs go to another right-hander in Cunningham. Catcher sharp sets out on the outside of the plate, and that one's up high. Strike 3, swung on and missed. So 2 quick outs and a good start to Cunningham. His afternoon underway. Shane Caddo, now the third baseman, comes to the dish with 2 away in the inning, and really fastball heavy in that at-bat to put her away. Caddo, the right-handed hitter, takes ball 1 up high. A 3-hour and 27-minute game last night in East Butler, so it sure didn't move by swiftly, especially more and more pro ball now we see in the major leagues this year as strike 1 is called on a slider on the outside corner. Now with the implementation of the pitch clock, most games under 2.5 hours, but not the case in the Rust Belt League. The 1-1 pitch, breaking pitch lined into right field. That one's going to get down. Chasing after it is Feldman. He's going to get the throw in, holds the runner at first, but it's the first hit of the afternoon. Shane Caddo gets on to first base with a single. Found that one off the edge of the bat. So it won't be a 1-2-3 inning for Cunningham. And the first baseman, Joey Fazzone, trying to kickstart this offense early on in Meadville. If you're just joining us, beautiful afternoon. Temperatures in the 80s, so a little bit hot. First pitch fastball outside. But we're going to play 2 today. These games only 7 innings, opposed to the 9 innings that we saw last night. And slider grabs the inside corner, evens the count up at 1-1. 81 degrees at first pitch. Sunny. And we expect temperatures to only increase throughout the afternoon, opposite of last night. 1-1 pitch is a fastball, gets him missing. Moves the count to 1-2. So Cunningham in the driver's seat here. Runner on first is Caddo. He has a chance to get out of the inning pretty quickly here. We saw a lot of long innings from Mustangs pitchers really worn down. That one breaking pitch outside and low evens the count up at 2-2. Bevan, the home run hitter from last night, holding the runner on over at first. 2-2 count to Fazzone. Caddo takes his lead at first. 2 away in the inning, runner on first. Fastball up high, called for a ball. And underway at 12:01 today, so right on time, and that's been the case with both. Full count pitch, 2 outs in the inning. Cunningham delivers, that one fouled off down the right field line. Over the dugout, Mustangs manned in the first base dugout. 3D Barons down our third base line to our left at Garby Yard. 390 to center field, 320 down the line. So a lot bigger of a field than we saw last night. 3-2 pitch, runner takes off, and it's called strike 3. Cunningham gets out of it. 2 strikeouts in the inning, flies out the first batter to second base, and it's a clean inning for the Mustangs through half inning, no score. Back with you in Meadville at Garby Yard, rather. The opening game, home opening for the Meadville Mustangs after their 10-9 loss last night. And it's Ryan Gibbons on the mound for the 3D Barons and Jordan Suvak, the center fielder, leading it off for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first. Gibbons is ready, winds and delivers. The first pitch is popped up towards the Mustangs dugout. Going to bounce with a lot of topspin straight into that dugout, and 0-1 the count after the foul ball. So no score, a real clean first inning for Walker Cunningham. Just the lone single that kind of blooped out into shallow right field. The only hit to speak of. The 0-1 pitch is grounded on the ball to shortstop. Throwing on to first is Quagliarlo, and he gets the out. Suvak disagrees, but base umpire Bill Dithrich says no. He threw up the out sign. Suvak's still standing on first base, but now the umpires are going to discuss, and they confirm that he is out, and he'll head back to the dugout. So 1 away. It's a 6-3 put out. And Daniel Luco did not play yesterday. The left fielder comes to the plate with 1 away in the inning. Gibbons winds and delivers. That one grounded down the third base line and into foul territory. 0-1. Gibbons, another big right-hander. We've seen a lot of those, but we did see 2 hard-throwing lefties last night for the Bulldogs. Andrew Catch and Shane Thompson both bringing the heat with the fastball. That one fouled off again, 0-2 count. 1 away in the bottom of the first. No score here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. We thank you for joining us on this sunny, hot afternoon in early June. 0-2 pitch to Luco, and that one's down low. Called for a ball. 1-2. As I said, no score early on, and on deck, Kenny Lavrich, really a name to watch out for this Mustangs team. We'll get to him in just a minute, but the 1-2 pitch is outside, fastball, called for ball 2, evens up the count. But Lavrich, only runner to score twice last night, but we didn't really know a lot about this Mustangs team going in, and after last night's performance, sure to say he's someone to watch all season long. Time's called from the hitter, Luco, trying to get reset. So we continue the theme of center fielder, left fielder, shortstop to lead it off, but a different name in there today in Luco. And he drives that one into left field. That one's going to get down for a hit. Slices into center, so it's played by DeLuca. He gets that one in, and the Mustangs have their first base runner of the afternoon. Luco singles to center in his first at-bat of the season. And now the shortstop, Lavridge. So just to go back over this, Lavridge yesterday, two singles, a walk. So 2 for 4 on the day, batting .500. But was putting the bat on the ball all afternoon or all evening with our 7 p.m. start. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1 the count. So a runner on first, 1 out in the bottom of the first in Meadville. Mustangs back home for their first and second home game this afternoon. The pitch, ball up high and inside, 1-1 the count. And another guy making his debut, Brandon Butler, on deck for the Mustangs. Second baseman today. The pitch, breaking pitch, gets in there for a strike. 1-2 count. And went to the slide step there. Shortening his delivery with the runner on first. Already moved to the stretch and looking that runner, Luco, back to first base. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He sets him down. 2 outs in the inning. And now it's all up to Brandon Butler. If the Mustangs want to break open the scoring early, the swinging strikeout, the first of the afternoon for Gibbons. 2 away, runner on first. Brandon Butler comes to the dish for his first at-bat of the 2023 campaign in the Rust Belt League. First pitch is fouled off behind the press box and into the parking lot. Oh, rather no, he gets down the right field line, and a little bit of, I guess, some eyesight issues on my part there. The ball looked like it was hooking back towards behind the first base dugout, but it gets down the line and the catch is made. So a fly out to right field in foul territory, and the first big mistake from the broadcast booth of the season. So a fly out to right field ends the first inning after 1 complete. No score here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Top of the second inning here on the Mustangs Baseball Network, and it's J.A. Qualero to lead off the second. No batting gloves approach, and the first pitch from Cunningham called for a strike. So he's right back in on attacking that zone in the top of the second inning. Shortstop at the plate takes strike 2. 0-2 count. No score after 1 complete, and probably a quicker inning in the first today than we saw all night last night. A lot of long innings. Catcher sets up outside, and it is, looks like the fastball on the outside corner, but can't catch the edge of the plate. Count moves to 1-2. 1 hit for each team in the first, 4 batters faced, so pretty much identical first innings. 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch on the outside corner, puts it right back in the same spot, and home plate umpire stays consistent. So the count even at 2-2. Shortstop Qualero at the plate. Swing and a miss. Cunningham strikes him out and his third strikeout in just 5 batters. So a good start for the right-hander, and Josh Reed, the extra hitter now. Big, tall lefty, also no batting gloves. So we see back-to-back batting glove-less hitters, something you do not see a lot in 2023 for sure. But Reed, just like Kammerer, only gets to hit. So see if he can do something, slider in, or curveball rather, in for the first pitch, and strike one called. See that one come across the plate, a lot of movement. Nothing in one delivery from Cunningham. Fastball down the middle, called strike two. 0-2, right back in the driver's seat, and Cunningham certainly pitching with control so far, something that everyone from Meadville struggled with last night. A lot of walks. Finished with a team-high 11 walks for the game. That one bounced up the middle. Fielding it is the second baseman, Butler, throws on to first, and he gets the out. So 2 up, 2 down, and Nick Vitale, the catcher, comes to the dish. 4-3 put away for the second out. And one of the things that I'm sure many of the players would say they are grateful for is this turf infield. We saw last night in East Butler, off of the edge of the grass into the dirt, a lot of big hops, and made it tough to field some. Some scored as errors, a few scored as hits, depending on the difficulty of the ball. And that one grounded to shortstop. It's Lavrich, has a chance to make a play. He throws on to first. He gets the out. So 1-2-3, a quick inning for Cunningham. He is off and rolling. We're through 1.5. No score here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Back on the Mustangs Baseball Network, bottom of the second inning in Meadville, and it's Mason Bevan to lead it off. The power hitter who drove one over the right field wall last night comes to the plate in a scoreless game through 1.5. Ryan Gibbons back on the bump for the Barons. First pitch of the bottom of the second inning, two-seam fastball on the outside, and it just drifts away from the edge of the plate. Called ball one, so 1-0 to Bevan. Bevan hit that home run left on left, something you don't see a whole ton of, especially as a pull hitter. 1-0 pitch, fastball swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. But he certainly got all of it. Bat on ball on the fastball, which came across his inside corner and drove it on top of the pavilion in right field in East Butler. 1-1 pitch, breaking pitch, just gets away from him and moves the count to 2-1. No outs. Bevan leading off the bottom of the second inning. Fastball can't get in. 3-1, so the first 3-ball count we've seen all afternoon, and it feels weird saying that after we saw a combined 19 walks between the two teams in yesterday's matchup. 3-1 pitch on the inside corner, called strike two. Full count to Bevan, hitting fifth today and manning first base, just as he did in yesterday's game. Full count pitch Here it comes. Fastball, and kind of took a check swing at it, and it just gets off the edge of the bat and into the netting to our left. Count still full, no outs. Bottom of the second inning. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Bevan slams the bat against his helmet in frustration. Heads back to the dugout. So one away after the strikeout from Gibbons, and Brian Feldman, the right fielder, gets his first chance to hit of the day. The 0 pitch called strike one. Nothing in one. Bottom of the second, one away in the inning. No score here in Meadville. Home opener for the Meadville Mustangs. 0-1 pitch is down low and in. Called ball one. That one blooped out into left field. It's shallow, but it's going to drop. So kind of an excuse me knock there, but a single for Feldman, and he's on base. The second base runner Meadville has had this afternoon. Now it's the catcher. John Sharp comes to the plate. Or rather, Strideff, the designated hitter. Excuse me there. Ball up high, called for a strike. 0-1 to Strideff. Pitcher Gibbons looking back the runner Feldman. Now comes set and delivers the 0-1. That one chopped on down the third base line. It kicks left, and they're going to leave it. It rolls over the line and called for a foul ball. So right back to first base, getting his cardio in, is Brian Feldman. And it's 0-2, and this at-bat will continue. Catcher on deck is John Sharp with those knee pads on still, just in case. Oh, 2 to Strideff. Caught yesterday, today, serving as the designated hitter. Only a 7-inning game today, so you got to score runs a little bit quicker. Here's the pitch, down low, gets away from him, and taking off is Feldman. He's going to get into second base safely with a slide. So 1-2. Still one out. Strideff now has a runner in scoring position with 2 strikes and a chance to break open the scoring in Meadville here on the Mustangs' home opener. Gibbons comes set. 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Fastball outside, called ball 2. Counts even. Runner on second. 1 away in the bottom of the second. So Sharp on deck, and if he is able to get on base, yesterday's left fielder Cole Grabble swing and a miss, so, he got a piece of it rather. Called foul by the umpire. And we are right behind home plate here, so especially with the headset on, it can be a little bit difficult to tell if the batter gets a piece. He does right there, so he keeps the at-bat alive. Still 2-2. 1 away. Gibbons sets and delivers. Fastball driven into right field. A nice line drive. That one's going to get down all the way. Getting back towards the warning track and scoring easily is Feldman. So a single. Strideff holds up at first. That one got all the way to the wall, and DeLuca ended up fielding it all the way over from center. So the two outfielders look at each other, maybe in some frustration or confusion. But 1-0 regardless for the Mustangs. That's going to be scored as a single. And now the catcher, John Sharp, comes to the dish, and he's got the exact same situation that Strideff started with. Runner on first, 1 out. First pitch, he bunts. That one kicks down off that artificial turf on the infield and towards the dugout of the 3D Barons. 0-1 to the catcher, Sharp. Bottom of the second inning at Garby Yard in Meadville. Gibbons comes set and delivers. Strike called on the outside corner. 0-2 now. And you would imagine that offense will be prevalent today after what we saw yesterday, but the pitchers so far throwing the ball a whole lot better in the first 2 innings at least. Fastball on the outside corner, throw down, the runner stealing. It goes into center field. Strideff going to hold up at second, so error on the catcher Vital on the throw down. And the runner, Strideff, gets all the way to second base. One, two, the count. Runner on second, 1 out. Gibbons looks the runner back, now comes home with it. Curveball and doesn't catch the upside of the strike zone. Evens the count at 2-2, and that one had a lot of break on it, just not enough. Well, maybe a little bit less velocity. You're able to get that one in there. 2-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off right into the netting in front of our booth here. 81 degrees today. There is a light breeze blowing out to center field, advantageous for the hitters. 2-2 count. Gibbons set. Winds and delivers. Fastball, and he got him. That one just slips out of his hand and sends the runner Sharp to first. And now the 9-hitter Cole Grabble serving as the extra hitter after he was in left field yesterday. So runners first and second, 1 away still, and after a really clean first inning, it's been a bit more of a struggle for Gibbons in the second. Sharp yesterday was very productive out of the 10-hole as the extra hitter, the only other runner apart from Lavrich to get around and score twice. He pops this one up on the infield, drifting out towards right, coming in on it and slipping on the grass. That's Gorchicki, and a run might score here, 2 following up, and it's going to be second and third with 1 away, and he just lost his footing. It looked like he wanted to backtrack, so 2-0. It's Strideff who scores, and we'll call it an error on the right fielder. Grabble reaches. He'll get all the way to second base. So 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. And now Braden Marcellus dropped down in the order from yesterday. The third baseman will hit with 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch just outside. Curveball makes it 1-0. Two-0 count after 2 quick balls to Marcellus. Hitting with 2 runners in scoring position. Fouls that one off. So it's the catcher, Sharp, on third, and Grabble on second, reaching on the error. Here's the pitch. Ball down low. 3-1 count. In danger of loading the bases with the top of the order right behind him. Third baseman, Braden Marcellus, struggled with a couple of ground balls in the late innings of yesterday's game. 3-1 pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. So full count, 1 out, 2 runners on, both in scoring position. And already 2 across in the Mustangs' second inning. Gibbons comes set. Now comes home with it. Fastball up high, walked him. So bases loaded. for the top of the order and a big chance to capitalize for the Mustangs. First walk we've seen today. It's Jordan Suvak with a chance to really break this game open early. And with how efficient Cunningham has been through just 2 innings and only a 7-inning game, you think he might have a chance to go deep. So a big opportunity for Suvak here to help his team out. First pitch is a curveball, doesn't get the top of the zone, called for ball 1. And it looks like Gibbons has been struggling with that curveball release just a little bit so far, not quite able to get on top of the ball, generate enough topspin to get it down low in the zone. 1-0 pitch, fastball up high right in the same spot. That one just a little bit more velocity. 2-0 count to Suvak. Suvak grounded out to shortstop his first time around, and now the catcher Vitale going to pay a visit to Gibbons out on the mound. So 2 already home, bases loaded for the Mustangs in the bottom of the second in Meadville. And as a reminder, only a 7-inning game. Both games today will be 7 innings, and we'll get the second game underway pretty quickly after we finish up here in game number 1. We'll be on a different broadcast. We'll send you the link to that on our Twitter at Stangs Ball. 2-0 pitch, down low in the zone, 3-0. And now in danger of walking home a run. And if you're Suvak, top of the order hitter, you know you're going to get a fastball here. Obviously, you want to stay out of the double play, but taking all the way, 3-1 count. But you certainly have to consider the fact that you probably know what pitch you're going to get there. And the bases are loaded here. That one, another fastball inside. This time he walks home a run. So back-to-back walks, and it's 3-0 Mustangs. So after a really efficient first inning, maybe we thought it would be a change from yesterday. We're right back to where we were, with a slew of walks. Grabble moves up to third. 3-0 for the Mustangs. And a mound visit from the Barons coaching staff. The whole team in on the mound, trying to calm down Gibbons. And when you look back, he struck out 1, a fly out to right field, ground ball to shortstop, and just a lone single, which was somewhat of a bloop single to Daniel Luco in his first at-bat as a Mustang. So not what you would expect after a first inning that went so well. But with the walk to Suvak, Luco going to get another shot, already 1 for 1 on the day. So 4 hits for the Mustangs, trying to make it 5. Trying to add on to this 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Gibbons still on the bump, comes set. The 0-0. Fastball up high. Just misses, 1-0. Shortstop Lavrich on deck, looking for his second at-bat in 2 innings. Fastball called for a strike, catches the outside corner. Counts even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, called for a strike. 1-2 now. 1-2. Bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Ryan Gibbons comes, set, and delivers. That one driven into left field. It's short. It's not going to get down. The runner doesn't tag, and the throw, a good one from DeLuca, just up the third base line slightly. So 2 away in the inning. A fly out, but no sac fly for Luco. And everyone stays put. So the Mustangs hold their 3-0 lead. And now it's Kenny Lavrich, struck out swinging his first time around to face Ryan Gibbons. Gibbons' first pitch, that one up the right field line, drifting back and struggling. That one's going to drop in front of the wall. 1 run will score, and 2. And another run coming around all the way from first. That's Marcellus. He gets in, and it's a 3-run double for Kenny Lavrich. So after an impressive performance yesterday, he doesn't let that opening inning strikeout phase him. Doubles into right field, and once again, Gorchicki struggling with his footing in right field. But a 3-run double, bases clearing, and the Mustangs take advantage. It's 6-0 in the second inning. First pitch called for a ball. Looked to be over the plate, but 1-0. A bases clearing double by Lavrich. Gives him his first 3 RBIs of the season. Not anyone on in front of him too much yesterday. Second pitch to Butler. Fouled off, and now already 9 batters to the plate in danger of hitting around. Unless they are able to get Butler out here. Bevan led off the second inning with a strikeout swinging. 1-1 pitch, 2 away in the inning. Here it comes. That one down low and in the dirt. 2-1. And the hitter Butler now in the driver's seat. So 2-1 count after Lavrich's double. 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count even at 2-2. Lavrich lined one hard over the right fielder's head and cleared those bases with the double, and he stands on second base with 2-2 count, 2 away in the inning, and a 6-0 lead for the Mustangs. 2-2 pitch is popped up. Looks like it might stay in down the right field line. Drifting to it and making the catch is Gorachecki. So the Mustangs bat around in the second inning and score 6. A good inning for the morale for certain. We're through 2 full. Mustangs 6, 3D Barons nothing. Top of the third inning on the Mustangs Baseball Network, 6-0 in favor of the Meadville Mustangs in their home opener, and an offensive explosion in that second inning. Right fielder Caleb Gorchicki up to hit for the 3D Barons. He takes strike 1 from Walker Cunningham. Cunningham, a 1-2-3 inning last time around, only allowed 1 base runner so far through 2 complete. Ball outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Cunningham gets his pitch, winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Right fielder not able to catch up to it. 1-2 count. Cunningham back in the driver's seat. Gets his pitch. Here comes the 1-2. That one, ball down and away. Counts even at 2-2. Top of the third in Meadville. Hot summer day. Getting into June. School starts to get out. People will be down at the ball field for sure. 0-2 or 2-2 pitch. Down low. Fills the count at 3-2. Full count. Cunningham winds, delivers. Outside corner, got him looking. Cunningham, his 4th strikeout so far in just 3 innings, so off to the races. And Frank DeLuca, the center fielder, now comes up in the bottom of the order, available for Cunningham to pick apart here. So the center fielder, short right-handed hitter, 0-0 pitch on the way. He's going to drop down the bunt, and it comes off the edge of the bat and into the glove of the catcher Sharp. 0-1 the count, 1 away, 6-0. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch away. Gets him swinging. 0-2. 4 strikeouts in just 2 1/3 for Cunningham. 0-2. Winds, delivers, and says he doesn't go. Bill Dithrich down at first base on the check swing. Top of the 6th inning. 1-2 count. 6-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Cunningham, breaking ball, gets him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts, and his 5th. So Cunningham in control early on. 2 strikeouts looking, and his 3rd strikeout looking of the game. Oh, pitch hits him. So a hit by pitch. And a runner on first, just the 2nd base runner of the game. So now the top of the order back up here. In the 3rd, designated hitter. Kammerer, wearing number 18, popped out rather to the 2nd baseman in the 1st inning to lead off this game at just past noon. 0-0 pitch from Cunningham. He lays down the bunt. That one popped up and over the netting. A bunt gets out of here and into the seating area off the top of the bat. So 0-1 count, 2 away, with runner on first. And Kammerer looking, pickoff move over to first, and he gets back easily. Won the count. Cunningham looks the runner back, pitching out of the stretch. Looks toward the plate and comes home. Ball, 1-1. Counts even. Sharp fumbles the ball on the return throw, but no movement from the runner over on first. We thank you for joining us here on the Mustangs Baseball Network for Day 2 and Game 2 and 3 of the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider away, gets him to chase. And puts Cunningham back in the driver's seat. 2 away in the inning, runner on first, 1-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the 3D Barons. Cunningham looks back the runner on first. Winds in, delivers. Same pitch, and throw down to second is perfect. A really good throw from catcher John Sharp on the money. The runner wasn't going. But if he had been, it would have been the 3rd out. Perfect throw down to the 2nd baseman, Butler. Count all even at 2-2. Sharp gives Cunningham his sign. Cunningham's ready. Looks toward the pitcher, now comes home with it. Fouled off, just barely. Gets to the backstop, and manager Ben Cosby going to come out and grab it real quick before he heads back in to the first base dugout, holding the Meadville Mustangs today. Still 2-2. Top of the 3rd inning in Meadville, and Walker Cunningham so far dominant on the mound. 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. That one grounded up the 3rd base line. It's going to stay fair, and you say foul. I say it bounced in foul territory before it got down the 3rd base line, but looked like the ball was fair the whole way, but called the foul ball and maybe got the foot of Kammerer. And if it hits his foot in foul territory, or fair territory rather, he could be called out. And looked like he maybe made a move to go towards first base, but either way, 2-2 count. Cunningham delivers. That one driven into left field. Back on it is Luco. Back towards the wall. It's over his head and off the wall. Coming around third and looking to score. It's going to be the first run of the game for the 3D Barons. It's a double for the designated hitter, Tyler Kammerer. And the Barons strike back. And just couldn't get to it. Or maybe a little bit too much spin off the bat. Luco lets it drift over his head into that Allegheny Gators sign over in left field. So the first run of the game for the Barons. Still a 5-run lead, but Robert Herr, the left fielder, now to the plate with a chance to cut it down even more. And Cunningham allows his first earned run. The 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece of it. Fouls off the changeup. 0-1 the count. We thank you for joining us on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Top of the third, 6-1 lead for the Mustangs early in Meadville. And just under 50 minutes passed so far in our third inning of play. Robert Herr at the plate, 0-1 count. Walker Cunningham, big right-hander for the Mustangs on the mound. Cunningham gets his sign, delivers the 0-1, called for a ball. Looked close. No dice. 1-1 count still. 2 outs in the inning. Off 2 strikeouts, both looking. Those the bottom of the order hitters for the Barons. Second batter on the 1-1. That one's going to get away from the catcher Sharp. Moving up to third is Kammerer. And it's a 2-1 count. 2 away in the inning. So runner on third. On the passed ball. 2-1 pitch. Driven into right field. That one's going to get down. It's going to score a run. Moving over to field it is Feldman. He makes the throw into second. He's going to bypass the cutoff man, but he's safe at second regardless, and another run scores, 6-2, and the Barons strike back after a 6-run second inning from the Mustangs, now 2 runs of their own in the third. A quick visit from the catcher Sharp, and that pass ball ends up being irrelevant. Runner from second would have scored on the line drive to right field either way. But still want to make sure that you can calm him down and get him out of this inning and back into the dugout so the Mustangs can go back up and hit. And surely they've got that momentum. Now, we do have a right-hander warming in the 3D Barons bullpen. And we'll get a name for you soon enough. 0-0 pitch. Called for a ball. 1-0 count. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball got him. 1-1. All even now. Cunningham looks the runner back to second. Now comes home with it. Driven into right center field this time. Chasing over to it is Feldman. He's not going to be able to get there. Rounding third is the runner. He'll score. So Robert Herr doubles to center field, and then Shane Caddo able to hit him home with a single. The hits now starting to stack up. It's 6-3. The Barons battle right back, kind of the story of last night's game. carrying over into today. So now the cleanup hitter, Joey Fazzoni, at the dish. 2 quick outs on 2 strikeouts from Cunningham, but scuffled since then. The first pitch is a breaking pitch away, and looking out to first base to hold the runner on is Sharp. The bullpen empty now for the Barons, so maybe their guy's ready, or maybe they're going to stick with Gibbons after he surrenders 6 runs in just 2 innings. 1-0 pitch is fouled back off the netting and down in front of the backstop here at Garby Yard. 6-3 our score. In the 3rd inning. 1-1 pitch. Driven on the ground to third base. Fielding cleanly is Marcellus. Throws on to first, and the throw bounces. He gets him. Out called from Bill Dithrich, and a lot of disagreement there from the fans, but it's the 3rd out of the inning. We're through 2.5 here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Mustangs lead 6-3. Welcome back to Meadville here on the Mustangs Baseball Network, and it's Mason Bevan to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Same leadoff hitter we saw in the bottom of the 2nd. Struck out swinging before the Mustangs exploded for 6 runs, but 3D Barons able to cut that lead down to 3, scoring 3 of their own in the top of the 3rd. And back out there for another inning is Ryan Gibbons. He delivers the first pitch fastball high for a ball. So 1-0 count here to the power hitter Bevan. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. One and one to Bevan. Here comes. Checks his swing, called for a ball. 2-1 count. Underway here in an 82-degree day in Meadville, Pennsylvania. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gibbons gets him to make a pass. Evens up the count. No outs here, just underway in the bottom of the 3rd through 2.5. 6-3 in favor of the Mustangs. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to strike out. His 2nd strikeout swinging of the afternoon. And the first out in the bottom of the 3rd. Brian Feldman now to the dish. And last time up, he hit the ball pretty hard. He got onto second base with a double to kickstart what turned into a huge inning for the offense. Feldman out there in right field today. 0-0 pitch. Taken for a ball in the dirt. Corralled quickly by the catcher Vital. Second pitch is outside for a ball. 2-0 count now. And in the driver's seat, Ryan Feldman. See if he can get another knock. 1 for 1 already on the afternoon. 2-0 pitch from Gibbons. That one bounced up to the shortstop. Fielding it is Quajerlo. Throw on to Fazzoni, and he gets him. So 2 up, 2 down. And right back to that first inning form that we saw. But we know from Cunningham's bottom of the second, or top of the third rather, that it can be hard to get that third out. 2 away. And it's the designated hitter, Strideff. Caught yesterday, up with 2 outs in the inning. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. And after 2 up, 2 down last time around, including those 2 hitters, ended up seeing 7. 1-1 pitch. Curveball or slider. Maybe called a sweeper these days in the major leagues. That one outside for a ball. 2-1 count. 2 away in the inning. It's the designated hitter, Strideff at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off over the dugout. And into the woods. Probably won't be recovering that one for today's play at least. Maybe it will find a future home. But not on Garvey Yard. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Ball down low. Looked like he tried to go to the changeup there. Mess with the timing, but fills the count up at 3-2. 6-3 game, 2 outs. In the bottom of the third inning, this 7-inning game. The pitch. Down low, he walked him. And a nice frame attempt from Vitale, but not good enough. So a runner on first, and it's the catcher, John Sharp. Hit by a pitch his last time up and only supplemented that impressive run. East Butler, or 3D Barons bullpen, is active once again. And as soon as we get a view of who's throwing, we can pass that along to you. And it is number 5, Isaac Schleich. First pitch to Sharp is grounded on the shortstop. Picking it up is Quajerlo. He tosses on to second to Bender. Gets the third out. So 1 extra hitter comes to the plate, but a ground out. We're through 3. Mustangs 6, Barons 3. Back for the top of the fourth in Meadville. Cunningham still on the mound, and the first pitch of the inning is grounded. The shortstop throwing on to first is Lavrich, and the ball is dropped by Bevan at first base. So reaching on an error by the first baseman, and there's a leadoff runner on. So it was Jay Quairlo who reaches on the E3. And Josh Reed, the extra hitter now, tall lefty, comes to the dish. Pickoff move over to first, and a good one from Cunningham, but he gets back safely. So one pitch and one base runner, not a hit. It was a good throw by Lavrich on time. Would have got him. The 0-0 pitch from Cunningham to start the fourth. Slider down low. Nice block from Sharp behind the dish. Keeps it in front of him. 1-0 count. In the top of the fourth, 3-6 in favor of the Mustangs. Trying to hold on to this lead. Pick off the first, goes away from him. Bevan chasing after it. That one gets all the way to the fence, and it's going to be the right fielder, Feldman, who picks it up, but it doesn't matter. Quagliero all the way over to third on the errant pickoff. So two quick errors, and a runner just 90 feet away from cutting this lead down to 2. One-0 count to Josh Reed, the extra hitter. Here's the pitch. Outside fastball, called for ball 2. Counts 2-0. Josh Reed at the dish. Catcher Nick Vitale on deck. The pitch called for a strike. Fastball gets the outside corner, just catches the plate. 6-3 here in the top of the third inning. Mustangs have the lead here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. That one popped up on the infield, moving into foul territory. Chasing after it is Marcellus. He's not going to be able to get there. Out of play. Over the fence to our left. 2-2 count. So the count all even up now. Josh Reed at the dish, 2-2. Walker Cunningham in his fourth inning of work, winds and delivers, strikes him out. His 6th of the day, gets him swinging. And the first out of the inning with that runner at third. Nick Vitale now the catcher. Gonna try and hit him home. A sacrifice fly will still do, but Cunningham wants anything but that. That one popped out to center field. Chasing over to it is Suvak. He's going to call him off, makes the catch. Running home from third. A good throw on the money towards the plate, but it's just late. Checks up on the turf. So the sacrifice fly scores Quagliero from third. And it's 6-4 on the sacrifice fly. So now the right fielder, Gorachiki, at the plate. 6-4 in the top of the fourth. No runners on. Cunningham delivers. Curveball doesn't get down. Two outs in the inning. Ball 2 called. 6-4 in the top of the fourth. Cunningham delivers the pitch. Ball outside. 3-0 now. Bottom of the order hitter, the right fielder, Gorchicki, struck out looking his last time up. 3-0 pitch. Fastball there. Called for a strike. Back in the zone. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. All the way back to full. 3-2 count. 2 outs in the inning. Top of the fourth inning. 1 run already across for the Barons. Cunningham set and the payoff pitch. Hits him. Gets him with a fastball inside, and sounded like from the plastic sound we heard that it may have hit the arm guard. So jogging down to first base, the right fielder, and Frank DeLuca comes up as the tying run. Something you probably would not have expected after that offensive explosion in the bottom of the second from the Mustangs. Both teams take a minute, get some new, the umpire stocks up on new baseballs, and the 9-hitter comes to the dish, trying to tie this game up. He does represent the tying run. Still a 2-run lead for the Mustangs currently. Cunningham looks the runner back over to first, comes set, and delivers. Doesn't go, hold up on the swing. Frank DeLuca, ball 1 called. Behind the dish. One-0. And the pitch. That one out to right field. And twisting foul. 1-1 count. And the runner, Gorchicki, was taking off on the pitch. He heads right back to first base. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Cunningham looks toward the catcher, John Sharp. Comes set. And he comes home with it. Curveball in there for a strike, 1-2. And that time he got it to do what he's been trying for quite a few innings, just break down through the top of the zone and into the strike zone. So 1-2 count to DeLuca. Breaking pitch, just doesn't get there. Toss over to first, kind of lightheartedly, and holding the glove out is Bevan. Gorchicki gonna get back safely. So now the count all even, 2-2. 2 outs in the inning. Cunningham looking to get through his 4th inning of work. The pitch struck him out, and he strikes him out for the 2nd time in 2 at-bats. We're through 3.5 here in Meadville. Mustangs lead 6-4 on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Welcome back to Meadville on the Mustangs Baseball Network. 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 4th for the Meadville Mustangs over the 3D Barons. And it's going to be the extra hitter, Cole Grabble, to lead off the inning. Was in left field yesterday, and his last time reached on an error. First pitch called for a ball down low. And it was a ball that was hit out to right field, and the right fielder, Gorchicki, just slips on the ground and had some trouble with his footing out there all day. That one chopped up in the air, stays foul, and he touches it. Maybe, well, in fair territory still, but call the foul ball, 1-1 count to the extra hitter, Grabble. And if you're just joining us, 6-4 lead for the Mustangs in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside, called for a ball. up to 83 degrees in Meadville. 6-4, the 2-1 pitch, driven out to left field. That one hugging the line and making the catch is his first action of the day. So a fly out for the first out in the bottom of the fourth, and the ball looked like it was going to get closer to the line, started to kind of drift away. But now the third baseman, Braden Marcellus, to the plate. Number 31 in red. One away in the inning, the 0-0 pitch, curveball in for a strike. Nothing in one to Marcellus. And the third baseman set, here comes the pitch. Slider outside. 1-1. I think that one would have qualified as a sweeper. One out in the inning, 1-1 pitch, here it comes. Foul back off the netting and down towards the backstop. 1-2, the on-deck hitter, Jordan Suvak, leadoff hitter and center fielder, comes over to grab the baseball and toss it back into his dugout. 1-2 pitch here from Gibbons. Ball down low, 2-2, count even up. And beautiful facilities here at Garby Yard, recently renovated. And Allegheny College has done an excellent job with this field. 2-2 pitch, grounded onto first base, picking it up is Fazzoni. He steps over, does it all himself. 2 outs in the inning after 2 batters come to the plate. So now it's the top of the order. Jordan Suvak back up for his third at-bat. He's grounded out to shortstop today and walked in his second at-bat, which came 2 innings ago. 1-14. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Suvak makes a pass. Can't get bat on ball. And down 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Down low and inside. All evened up at 1. One pitch, here it comes. Curveball, swing and a miss. Upset his timing there. Takes a big hack, but can't connect. 1-2 count. Gibbons looking for his first 1-2-3 inning, time called. Quickly. Bottom of the fourth, 7-inning contest. This hot afternoon in Meadville. Slider doesn't catch the inside corner. Count even at 2-2. Meadville done a good job so far of bouncing back in their home opener. 2-2 pitch, grounded onto second base. That's Bender, throws onto first. The throw drags him off the base a little bit, but the out is called. So it is a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the fourth for Gibbons. We're through 4, Meadville 6, 3D Barons 4. Back here in the top of the 5th inning. And it's the bottom of the order coming up for the 3D Barons. Cunningham back on the mound, delivers the first pitch. Breaking ball inside corner. 1-0. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Makes a pass. Kalen Bender manning second base today. Made the final out of that last inning. Bender looks at a fastball on the outside edge. Catches a piece of the left-handed batter's box. 2-1 count. No outs in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called for a ball. Looked just about knee-high, but 3-1 to the 10 hitter. And Ryan Gibbons bounced back good. After a rough inning, 3-1 pitch is popped up and foul. So the count full. No outs, 3-2, 6-4 in favor of the Mustangs. Cunningham winds and delivers the full count pitch. That one chopped up the third base line. Moving on to it is Marcellus. He throws on to first. The ball bounces, and it's going to be ruled as a single for Bender. So Bender reaches. The first hit since the 3rd inning. Despite the run scoring in the last one, that goes unearned to Cunningham. So only 3 earned runs surrendered so far. Top of the order back up now. It's the designated hitter, Tyler Kammerer. A runner on first. No outs. Cunningham gets his pitch. Winds and delivers. Fastball. That one's going to get away from the catcher, Sharp. Moving up to second on the wild pitch is Bender. So now a runner on second. Still no outs. Kammerer at the plate. Cunningham comes set. 1-0 pitch, delivers. Ball right back down in the same spot. This time it's blocked by Sharp. Able to keep it in front of him. Leading off of second is the second baseman, wearing number 1. The batter wearing number 18. Not out in the field today, serving as the designated hitter. 2-0 pitch, called for ball 3. That one way inside. Taking all the way, most likely, in a 3-0 count. Maybe try and mix in something. It's not the fastball. Have first base open with no outs. 3-0. Fastball called for a strike. 3-1. Still no outs, runner on second. If you're just joining us, we thank you so much. Top of the 5th inning. Just 3 innings remaining in this 7-inning game. Part 1 of a 2-part doubleheader. The pitch, swing and a miss. All the way back full. So the second time, Cunningham has gone down in the count 3-0 and worked the count all the way back. Does that again here. Chance to get the out. 3-2. Sharp sets up behind the plate. Cunningham looks the runner back. The runner goes. Swing and a miss and strike him out, but no throw him out. Bender going to take off, and Sharp drops the ball on the transition. But another strikeout for the right-handed pitcher. And it's Robert Herr now, the left fielder, to the dish with 1 away and a runner on third. Herr serves as the tying run. Cunningham back out of the windup. Delivers. Ball 1 down and in. And Sharp can't find the ball. Thought about it. Bender started to break for home. Thought better of it. Good recovery from Sharp there. Sees the ball, and it was in between the feet of the batter, Robert Herr, manning left field today. Cunningham gets his pitch, winds and delivers. Fastball fouled off just in front of our perch. What a nice gesture from the on-deck hitter, Shane Cotto. Comes over, gives the ball back to the umpire behind the plate, maybe trying to buy a call in his next at-bat. 1-1, 1 out, runner on third. Cunningham winds and delivers, swing and a miss. Fastball gets him to make a pass. Can't connect. 1-2 count. 5 hits aside for both teams. And Mustangs more hits than they have runs. Foul ball back against the netting. Just in front of us again. 1-2 count still. Top of the 5th. The pitch. That one popped up on the infield. It's drifting over and foul. Stays 1-2 after the third straight foul ball from her. Third baseman number 27, Cotto, on deck. Just swinging with that regular bat, no weight or anything. 1-2 pitch. That one driven out to center field and over the head of the second baseman, Bent Butler. Suvak going to field it, throws it in, and the run scores. So a 1-run game now. And the second time the Bender has come around to score. So the 10-hitter doing some work for the Road Barons. And now with the runner on first after the single, Cunningham needs to regroup. He's got the 3-hitter, Shane Cotto, at the plate. The third baseman doubled his last time, struck out his first time around. The quick pitch is grounded down the third base line. That one's going to stay fair. Looked like it might go foul, but it won't. Cotto rounds first base, heading to second. The throw in from left field from Luco gets back to the third baseman, Marcellus. So it's a double down the third base line for Cotto, and the tying run sits just 90 feet away with 1 out in the top of the 5th. The first baseman, Joey Fazzoni, on deck for the Barons. And only 1 out off the strikeout. His camera went down swinging. But now a double has the Mustangs in trouble. 6-5. But that tying run just 90 feet away in the go-ahead run on second base. A mound visit from head coach Cosby. Trying to reset his guy. Stepping back in, Fazzoni, the first baseman wearing number 19, and we're ready to go. So Cunningham's in a jam. See what he can do here with 1 out. The 0-0 pitch, winds, delivers, called for a strike on the outside corner. Fastball in there. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Gets him swinging. And a good pitch there. Tying run just 90 feet away. 0-2. Cunningham comes home with it. That one popped and kind of scooped off the ground into center field. 1 run will score. The second run coming around, and the Barons have the lead in this game. 7-6. They come storming all the way back. It's a single for Joey Fazzoni. And now still with just 1 out, another runner on base. So far from over. Now the shortstop, Jay Qualiero. 1 out in the inning. First pitch called for a strike. And the Barons take the lead in this game. 1-run lead. An insurance run on the base paths. The pitch, that one grounded to shortstop. Picking it up is Lavrich. Throws on to second, throw to first, and he got him. Double play. So the Mustangs turn two. Cunningham only allows 1 extra run to give the Barons a lead. Allows 3 in the inning. Gets out of it. Doesn't allow any insurance runs. We're through 4.5 in Meadville. It's the Barons 7 and the Mustangs 6. Back with you in Meadville, bottom of the 5th inning, 7-6 in favor of the 3D Barons here in Game 2 of the Mustang season and Game 1 of a doubleheader, scheduled doubleheader here in Meadville. Well, leading it off, it's the left fielder, Daniel Luco. He's singled and flown out to center field today, and the first pitch, breaking pitch, almost gets in and hits him up high, and it does hit him, they say. So he'll head down to first base. And a runner aboard quickly for the Mustangs. Shortstop Kenny Lavrich now to the plate. Oh, pitch, and he's going. And the bunt dropped down in between the first baseman and the pitcher. Toss on to first, and he can't field it. So the runner's safe. Everyone is safe. Runners on first and second off the bunt. And the action happened so quick on that first pitch, the hit by pitch. We forgot to mention there is a new pitcher on the mound. Isaac Schleich has taken over. So the final line for Gibbons, 4 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So a bunt single for Lavrich, and now 2 aboard. Now Brandon Butler, and he tries the bunt. That one popped up in the air, and a sliding catch by the first baseman, Fazzoni. Everyone gets back. So 1 out, and a really quick start to this inning. A lot of action early. Aggressive start for the Mustangs. So they have runners on first and second, tying run on second. And the go-ahead run in Laverick on first. It's Mason Bevan now, struck out swinging 2 times today. He gets a chance against the new right-hander Schleich. The first pitch, called for a ball. Just a touch outside. 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. And the left-handed hitter, the only guy with a home run on this Mustangs team so far this season, Mason Bevan. 1-0 pitch. Curveball, dropped up, drifting towards the foul line in left field. Making the catch is Herr. That one drifted out quite a long way, but everyone stays put. It's a fly out to left field, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. So Brian Feldman now with runners on first and second. An early productive inning for the Mustangs has quickly gone south. Now 2 quick outs for Schleich on the mound. And the right fielder kind of the last gasp before we head to the 6th inning. Schleich comes set. Winds in, delivers, curveball in for a strike. And Feldman kind of nods his head in disappointment. That one right over the heart of the plate. 0-1 pitch. Schleich comes set. Delivers the 0-1. Down low. Just a touch. Evens the count up at 1-1. We'll have game 2 pretty much immediately following game 1 between these 2 squads. So 14 innings of baseball for you on this June afternoon. 1-1 pitch. Schleich comes set. Delivers. That one driven out into left center field. Moving over towards it is Herr, the left fielder. He makes the catch to end the inning. So through 5, the Barons 7 and the Mustangs 6. Back for the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Josh Reed, the extra hitter, to lead it off against Walker Cunningham in his 6th inning of work. Mustangs trying to preserve some arms before the bullpen comes into action. 7-6, they trail by 1. The first pitch of the 6th inning, swung on and missed. Fastball for strike 1. So Reed, Vital, and Goracheki, the order in the 6th inning. 0-1 pitch. Down low in the dirt. 1-1 count. So Meadville and 3D Barons kind of complete opposite scorelines so far. A 1-1 pitch outside and low. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Meadville, all their runs in just 1 inning. 6. They put up that 6th spot in the 2nd. The Barons have scored a run in all of the last 3 innings, at least 1. 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 3 in the 5th. Next pitch called for a ball, 3-1. And see if the Mustangs can reawaken that offense in the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 pitch called for a strike. Fastball on the inside corner. So now the count's full. to the extra hitter, Josh Reed. Nick Vitale, the catcher, on deck. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. And it's his 8th of the afternoon. Sends Reed back to the bench the second time Reed has struck out swinging so far today. And Nick Vitale, the catcher, sacrifice fly in the 4th. And a ground out to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. 0-0 pitch. Outside corner, ball 1. Cunningham done a really strong job of working back in the count today. See if he can do that here. That one foul down the left field line. Just past the outstretched glove of the third baseman, Marcellus. Vitale behind the plate today in Game 1, and surely we'll see some lineup changes in Game 2, so we'll get those all to you in between. One count, 1 out, no runners on in top of the 6th. That one grounded to the third baseman, Marcellus. He fields, makes the throw over to first. It's high, but they get the out. So a good throw and a good catch from Bevan over at first base. Can score that 5-3 and 2 away in the top of the 6th. So now the right fielder. Orochiki comes to the plate. Few errors today out in right field. Struggled to gain a grip on that turf multiple times. 2 outs, the 0-0 pitch. Inside corner, called for ball 1. Cunningham looking for his first clean inning since the 2nd. That one called for a ball, 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Ball down low, ball 3. And it's 3-0. We already mentioned earlier this inning that he's been good at working back. We'll see if he can do it again right here. 3-0 pitch. Down low. Not this time. Ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. In the center fielder, Frank DeLuca comes up with runners on again, but he struck out twice today, once looking, once swinging. Center fielder up with a one-run lead for his team. Cunningham from the stretch comes set. Looks home and delivers. Ball outside. That one bounces in the dirt, and moving up to second base, Gorachiki. So 1-0 count. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher Sharp. 2 outs. DeLuca at the plate. Struck out twice today. Struck out to make the 3rd out of the inning last time around. So 2 outs, 1-0 count. Cunningham comes set. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count even. Two outs in the inning. 7-6 to score here in the top of the 6th. The pitch, that one bounces off the chest protector of the catcher Sharp, but he keeps it in front of him. Gets the ball back in 2-1. The count in the top of the 6th. Runner on second. Cunningham looks him back. Now delivers. Ball inside. 3-1. In danger now of back-to-back walks. 3-1 pitch. That one outside. No, he does go back-to-back with the walks, and it's the second baseman, Bender, who comes to the dish with runners on first and second, the 10 hitter, and head coach Ben Cosby out of his dugout to settle down Cunningham. And so far, from the view we have here in the broadcast booth, we haven't been able to see anyone warming in the Meadville bullpen. We can only see the left mound, but Cunningham is done for the day, so it looks like another position player may be coming on to pitch. And a few of his teammates come out to congratulate him as he heads off. So we will take a break, and when we come back, there will be a new pitcher. 7-6, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Mustangs trail the Barons 7-6. Back with you on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Top of the 6th, 2 outs, and the new pitcher is Brandon Butler, right-hander, coming on from second base. So runners on first and second. We'll get all those changes to you as soon as we can. So first of all, filling in at third base now is Cole Grabble, was previously the designated hitter. Moving over to second, Grabble rather, has gone to second base. And Butler fills in as the pitcher. And ground ball to third. And he makes that first play. He's not able to. Off the glove. So the base is loaded. That'll be an error. The third of the day for the Mustangs. And now the top of the order up. It's Tyler Kammerer, the third error, as we said. So bases loaded, so 2 walks and an error. No hits. And bases juiced with 2 outs. After 2 quick outs, the final from Cunningham. And Butler gets that quick ground ball. He smiles on the mound as he gets his sign. Comes home with the pitch, 2-seamer. Up high and inside. 1-0. And another one up high again. Two-0 pitch, lined over into second base. That one takes a big hop off the end of the turf. It's fielded well by Feldman. He's going to get it in. 1 run will score and another. So 2 runs in on the play. It's 9-6 in favor of the 3D Barons. So the runner from second and third come around the score. Now it's runners on first and second here in the 6th inning. And all of a sudden things getting a little bit out of hand for the Mustangs. Robert Herr now to face Butler, and that ground ball really starts to hurt. A lot of two-seamers from Butler so far. Two outs, top of the sixth. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Her at the dish, left fielder, top of the sixth in this 7-inning game. So just one more after this. Butler delivers the pitch. Two-seamer comes back across the plate. What a good one there. A decent amount of horizontal break on that one. Catches the inside corner. 1-2 count. Butler looking to close this one out. Looks back to second. Comes home. Throws one down in the dirt. Spikes it. No play at any base, so both runners advance. It's second and third with 2 outs. Two count to the batter, Robert Herr. They're going to take a minute here for the catcher. Looks like maybe he's injured one of his hands. He's kind of feeling it out a little bit. Umpire gives him time. Two count. And now he looks ready to go. So the Mustangs, after leading 6-0 in this game, now trail by 3. Robert Herr, number 22, the left fielder at the plate. He pops that one up. It's going to get foul. Count remains at 2-2. Beautiful sunny day here in northwestern Pennsylvania. 84 degrees right now. The hottest it's projected to get all afternoon. Here's the pitch. Driven into right field. Chasing after it is Feldman. That one's going to get over his head and off the wall. 1 run will score. Another one jogs around. It's going to be a triple. Sliding in head first for Robert Herr. So clears the bases. And it's 11-6. And this game suddenly way out of hand. And the first triple we've seen all season long. Now a 4-run inning after what started so productively. Strikeout and a ground out to the third baseman. And Cunningham looked like he was rolling, but 2 walks. And Cosby decided it was time to pull him. First pitch called for a strike. 0-1. So 4 runs already in the inning. Nothing in 1. Here comes Butler. Pitches one up high. 1-1 count. Count is even. Here comes the 1-1 from Butler. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Gets him to make a pass. 1-2 count. 2 outs in the inning. And a runner on third. And the pitch fouled off. 1-2. 2 away in the inning still. Here's the 1-2. Grounded up the middle. Over to the shortstop, Lavrich. Fielding throws on to first, and a good throw gets him. So 4 runs come across, 11-6. We're through 5.5 here in Meadville, Pennsylvania. The Mustangs 6 and the Barons 11. Bottom of the 6th. Stridiff at the plate to lead it off, and all of a sudden, the Mustangs are in need of some runs. You wouldn't have said that going into the last inning, just one down. They needed really just one hit to change the course of this game, and they get a hit there. Stridiff hitting one out to center field, back on it towards the wall and making the catch. DeLuca, he kind of dives back to his left there, so one away in the inning on the fly out, so one pitch, one out, and a good start to the inning for the Barons. They try to close this one out with their 5-run lead. So now the catcher, John Sharp, and Isaac Schleich still on the mound for the Barons. 0-0 pitch, here it comes. Down low for a ball. 1-0 count. 11-6 our score here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, slider gets away from him all the way to the backstop and kicks back towards our home plate umpire here in Meadville. 1-0. 1 out in the inning. Isaac Schleich on the bump. Second inning of work. That one popped out to shortstop and he makes the catch. Not enough velocity to get out to the outfield and not enough velocity for it to drop down. So the second out, 2 up, 2 down, and it's Cole Grabble to the plate. And Grabble taking over at second base. He started as the extra hitter. After a couple changes, though. All new personnel, and Carson Weibel is on deck. He's filled in now as the new extra hitter, so taking the spot where Grabble previously was, and new third baseman for them as well as Brandon Butler took the mound. 0-1, here it comes. Fouled off to our right and over into the wooded area towards the soccer field at the Robertson Athletic Complex where we are based today in this beautiful new field, Garby Yard, where we play 2 today. First leg of a not a split doubleheader. We have back-to-back games right away. So the teams will take a new warm-up and we'll get underway with our second game. That pitch is also fouled off, so 0-2 count to Grabble. Grabble so far today reached on an error and flown out to left field. So looking for his first hit of the day. That one down in the dirt, 1-2. Schleich gets his pitch, comes set, and delivers the 1-2. That one popped up behind the plate, and it's going to land fair. The catcher didn't make an attempt to go for it, which is slightly surprising, but nothing whatsoever. And still 1-2. Vitale maybe didn't see it. That one popped up, another one foul. That one off the netting, though, this time. So no play to be made on that one. If you're just joining us or been here all day, we thank you so much for joining us on the Mustangs Baseball Network. 1-2 pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. Count is even at 2-2. 2 outs in the inning. And a chance for the second 1-2-3 inning on defense for the Barons so far today. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Schleich the windup. That one popped up. Towards the second baseman, moving out to it is Bender. He's moved all the way out. It's off the glove. Moving to second. There's no one to cover. The shortstop gets there. Head first dive. He's safe. So Cole Grabble reaches on the error to the second baseman, Bender. And he goes out all the way into right field. And the play probably should have been made by DeLuca or Gorchicki. But Grabble will reach on the E4. And gets all the way to second base. So now Carson Weibel, his first at-bat yesterday, struck out 3 times, looking for a little bit of a bounce back. 2 outs in the inning, fastball up high, called for ball 1. Weibel also flew out to the center fielder and grounded out to shortstop. on a fielder's choice. So 0 for 4 yesterday. 0-0 pitch is grounded to first base. He's going to take it in cleanly, and Fazzoni steps on to first. So through 6 in Meadville, it's becoming a little bit lopsided here. 3D Barons 11, Mustangs 6. Back with you on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Luke Burgess here alongside you in our second broadcast of the year and first leg of a doubleheader here. So more baseball coming up, but we enter the final inning number 9 here, and Joey Fazzoni, who made the play to end the bottom of the 6th, comes to the plate. And facing Brandon Butler in his second inning of work. The right-hander delivers a two-seamer inside, and so far we've really seen Butler rely heavily on that two-seam fastball, working it in there quite a lot. Delivers that one for a ball. 1-0 pitch called for a strike, and he throws the two-seamer again. This time starts on that outside corner, comes back across, and catches the middle of the plate. So he freezes Fazzoni. 1-1 pitch, driven down to shortstop. Picking it up is Lavrich. Lavrich turns and throws, and he doesn't get it there in time, but a great play. Lavrich moving away from the base, and a strike to first, but ruled for a hit. So a leadoff single for Fazzoni. And it's Jay Quahirlo now. Shortstop. Struck out, reached on an error, and grounded into a double play today. So sure that Butler is looking for another one of those. Runner on first. First pitch is popped foul. And we thank you once again for joining us here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. 0-1 to the shortstop, Fazzoni. Here's it comes. Popped up in the infield. Moving towards it is the second baseman. He makes the catch. And that second baseman is Grabble now with the change in the last inning. So one away in the inning, and Josh Reed, the extra hitter, to the plate. Reed struck out twice and grounded out today. And actually, we do have a change now. The pinch hitter just being announced. And coming in, it's number 13, Connor Evans, filling in for the extra hitter, Josh Reed. So Evans, his first at-bat. He lines one to short, picked up by Lavrich. He throws on to second, gets one. The throw to first is late. So one out on the fielder's choice. And it's Evans' first at-bat. And it ends. There's 2 outs in the inning. So Evans serving as the new extra hitter, and now Nick Vitale, the catcher, comes to the plate with 2 away in the inning. 1 run on. Butler's first pitch called for a strike. Fastball in there. Vitale today, and this time it is true. We haven't had another sub. Grounded out the shortstop, hit a sacrifice fly, and grounded out the third. So peppering that left side of the field. Runner takes off. Throw down is perfect, and it's on the money. He slides over the bag, but he's able to keep his hand on, so he's safe. And it's a ball, so the count goes to 1-1. 2 away, and a stolen base for the newly entered Evans. Runner on second now. 2 outs, 1-1 count. Brandon Butler gets his pitch. Runner takes off again. This time it's in the dirt, and he has no chance. So another stolen base, and Evans, clearly speed is a big factor this time around. He makes it all the way from first to third on 2 stolen bases and has a chance to score. The pitch. That one's driven out to left field. Moving back on it is Luco. He can't make the catch, just can't find it in the air. That one drops, another run scores, and it's a double for Nick Vitale. So scored as a hit. He loses it in the sun. It goes back all the way toward the fence. It's 12-6. And the Barons have doubled up the Mustangs in this game. Caleb Gorchicki now to the plate. 2 away in the inning. The right fielder. And once again, we are getting a sub here late in the game. So the subs start to flow in, and we might not know right away. But it's Gabe Jansen in. That one driven out to right field. The catch is made. That ends the inning. So Jansen flies out to the right fielder, and we are through 6.5 here in Meadville. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. It's the last chance. We're going to need another 6-run inning from the Mustangs. They're going to come back 12-6 here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. (12-6) here on the Mustangs Baseball Network. Bottom of the 7th, and the last chance for the Mustangs to make a comeback push in the first leg of this doubleheader. It's Jordan Suvak, top of the order, to lead it off for the Mustangs in the final inning. And Isaac Schleich still on the mound. The first pitch from him, down low for a ball, 1-0. Suvak today grounded out to shortstop, walked, and grounded to second, so yet to reach base on a hit, looking for his first here. Fastball up high and inside. He turns away, and the count's 2-0. So 6 runs in an inning might seem like a lot, but they've done it before. All 6 of the Mustangs' runs came in the second inning against the starter, Ryan Gibbons. 2-0 pitch down low, And it's 3-0. So an advantageous hitters count to start this 7th inning. 3-0 pitch from Schleich. Called for a strike, fastball down the middle. It's Daniel Luco on deck. Singled, hit by a pitch so far today. 3-1. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Full count. Works it back. And now it's full. No outs in the inning. Suvak leading it off, the center fielder. Schleich, the payoff pitch down low, walked him. So a leadoff base runner in the final inning of play, potentially, for the Mustangs. And Daniel Luco comes to the plate with a runner on and nobody out. Luco, as we already said, singled and hit by a pitch today, but we're going to see a mound visit from the Mustang or the 3D Barons coaching staff after the leadoff walk, and maybe a few changes to come, maybe not, maybe just trying to settle down his guy Schleich. Schleich would go 3 innings if he were to complete the 7th, 2 already in the books. And no runs so far, been very effective from the bump, and as we said earlier, really just that one run that has come across and made a difference so far in this game. So Schleich stays out there, no changes to be heard of on the infield for the Barons. Luco taps the bat and steps into the box. 1 runner on, no outs in the bottom of the 7th, 12-6 lead. The first pitch, down low and in, ball 1. So Schleich right back behind in the count. Pitch, popped up, out towards center field. Chasing back after it is DeLuca. He gets under it, makes the catch. Runner heads back to first base, and there's 1 away. And Kenny Lavrich now. Been easily the best player so far this season for the Mustangs. Got a double and a single today, as well as a strikeout swinging his first time around. Looking for a big hit to start a rally here. Definitely the guy to do it. Here comes the pitch. Down low. Called for a ball. 1-0. Lavrich been smooth at shortstop as well all day. Guy definitely to be trusted. Here's the pitch. Drills that one out to center. Getting back on it is DeLuca toward the wall. He makes the catch, so it's a line drive, but right at him. 2 outs, and now with the pitcher, Brandon Butler, up, the Mustangs are down to their final out. Runner on first, 2 outs in the inning. First pitch popped up on the infield. Drifting under it is Cato, and he drops it. So the game continues. He had the final out in the air, but an error to the third baseman score that E5, and the runner reaches, and the Mustangs still have life. So Suvak moves up to second. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs, and the power hitter and hero almost of last night's game, Mason Bevan, comes to the plate. The first pitch, ball outside, but it's called for a strike. A little bit of a delayed call from our home plate umpire right there. 2 runners on for Bevan, the power hitter, a 1 home run, the only home run so far in Mustangs history. 0-1 pitch, here it comes, outside. That one called for a ball, 1-1. Schleich comes set. 2 2/3 so far. Bevan drills one into right field. That one gets down all the way to the wall. Coming around third to score is Suvak, and they're sending Butler as well. He'll get through. So Bevan, a 2-run double. The Mustangs back into this one. It's 12-8. And the first hit for Bevan all afternoon after he'd struck out twice and flied out, but he comes up when it's needed. Plates 2 on the hit. And now it's Brian Feldman, the right fielder, trying to keep things going. First pitch to Feldman, spiked down in the dirt, but a good block from Vital. So runner on second, 2 outs, still 4 runs needed to tie this one up. Tying runner in the hole for the Mustangs. Ball outside, 2-0. Schleich starting to get hit a little bit harder after he'd really been locked down so far. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball outside. 3-0 count. Every pitch in the same spot so far to Feldman. Hugging that outside corner. 3-0 the count to the right fielder. Called for a strike. Looked low, but gives him the call. So 3-1. Battles back in the count. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Called for a strike, and it was on the outside corner. He started down to first base. Clearly doesn't agree with the call, so it's full. And now the Mustangs down to their final strike in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. 3-2 count. 2 outs in the inning. Bevan, the first baseman, on second. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one chopped out into left field. It gets down. They're going to hold Bevan up at third. A good throw, so a smart decision from head coach Ben Cosby, but a single to keep things going. Bevan on third, so runners at the corners now. 2 away still. And it's Strideff, the designated hitter, to the plate. With 2 away. First pitch. Down low in the dirt, curveball, blocked out in front by Vital. So the tying run now on deck. And just those 2 quick outs. Really, the ball smacked almost out of here by Lavrich. Probably would have cleared the wall yesterday in East Butler, but not today with the major league size field. That one's chopped onto third base. Moving over to it is Cato. Throws on to first, and that's the game. So the Mustangs drop Game 1 of a doubleheader, 12-8. We'll have Game 2 coming up momentarily, but for now, the Mustangs fall to 0-2 on the season. Game 2 coming back in just a little bit. Stay tuned to the Twitter for updates.